No one believed that I could do it. Honestly, I don't even blame them either. Looking back, I sounded straight up ridiculous. I was basically this little fat ass walking around every day telling people, yeah man, I'm gonna have abs one day with like crumbs on my shirt. Just wildly overconfident for no reason. And on top of that, I'd already tried to lose weight maybe like 5 times at that point. I'm talking leading up to when I was like 250 pounds. It's not like I was looking at myself in the mirror every day on the way up at like 220 pounds, 230 pounds, even like 190 pounds. Like, yeah, you know what? I think I'll just settle for this for the rest of my life. I'd start some dumbass diet or like little fat loss challenge or something, stick to it for maybe a month or two, lose anywhere from like 8 to sometimes up to like 20 pounds, and then boom, one bad night, full on spiral. Next thing I know, I'm even heavier than before. So yeah, I was literally falling upwards. I actually yo-yoed my way up to my heaviest point. A little bit of context for you guys. I was actually like trying to do keto diets and stuff in like middle school. Before you'd look at me and go like, oh man, that's a pretty hefty looking kid. But back to the crazy part. Even when I was 250 pounds, peak bloat, peak binge eating, no discipline, I still genuinely believed that I could get shredded one day. I knew and fully believed it was possible. I didn't really have any evidence besides knowing that people kind of did it sometimes, but I'm not gonna lie, I was and still might be just a little bit delusional. But the important thing is that belief, that dream, and that desire never went away. I wanted the physique and that look, this outcome so badly that I felt a little bit like I was going insane, and I probably looked insane to everyone else. Like, dude, what are you talking about? You just ate 3,000 calories of Domino's last night, and you're talking about wanting to get abs. Just not really clicking here. And that's just part of why people doubted me. And if this already sounds way too familiar, if you've been the guy who says you're gonna change and just keep falling off again and again, I've helped a lot of people break out of that exact cycle. And if you're actually ready to fix it, I'll build your full plan with you. Hit the link below to book your call with me or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I've been talking about changing for years and had literally nothing to show for it. And people noticed that, especially your family. It wasn't hate, it was just realistic in a way. So yeah, people didn't really take me seriously. Even like the overconfidence thing aside too, like people that I didn't really show that side of myself towards would still give me a pretty freaking hard time, but more about that later. So yeah, people didn't really take me seriously, and I kind of gave them every reason not to. But when I did start getting locked in, things got kind of weird. Now all of a sudden I wasn't just talking about it, I was just doing the stuff that I used to say I was gonna do. Consistently. Weighing my food, hitting the gym, skipping out on late night takeout. Oh my god. The backlash and minus 1,000 social credit I got from that. People started acting like it was a problem. Anytime I turned something down, pizza, dessert, at a certain point, even just making a choice at a restaurant, nothing crazy, like imagine ordering like a steak or something, and the people you're with kind of pick up on that, like, Thomas, why aren't you going for the fried shit? Like that kind of stuff. Someone always will have some kind of smart ass comment. Literally down to like people holding spoons of shit in my face. If you guys have any similar stories or you can relate to this, drop a comment of your experiences, because I'm genuinely interested to hear it. Oh, come on, one bite won't kill you. You're taking this way too seriously, man. Just stay 100 pounds overweight, man. It's okay. Not just strangers, like people that were close to me, family, people I grew up with. Just eat normal food. You don't need to be extreme, which, yeah, fair enough. That's kind of how I structure my whole diet system now. But what I'm getting at here is they don't realize it when they're telling you this stuff or making these comments, but it really makes the diet and the whole process feel like 10 times harder. I very rarely show anger. I'd say I have immaculate control over my emotions, but one of the very few things that really does kind of like eat at me has always been, and even when I see it now to this day, like if I'm at a table and I see it happening to someone else who's a little overweight and has certain goals, making those little comments. Dieting is already tough enough, let alone dieting when everyone around you is making fun of you for it. Trying to say no to takeout or ordering Domino's or some shit when everyone's in your face with a menu, saying stuff like, just live a little, man. It's not even necessarily about willpower or anything. It's literally just like extra unnecessary friction for no reason. And I had a lot of friction. It's one of those situations where it feels like every step you take forward, someone's trying to yank you right back. And from a psychology side of things, it kind of makes sense. People like routine, they like consistency, they like having the same thing going on every day. We're creatures of habit. So when you kind of break out of people's pre-framed beliefs and contexts about you, and you really do have that drive and you are making these changes and you're seeing progress and you're getting the results, you really are kind of becoming a different person, people will push back on that and they'll go as far as even like project their own insecurities and their own beliefs on you. A lot of the time too, without even realizing. It's not like when you're losing weight, everyone's just out to sabotage you and get you or something, but it definitely is enough to kind of mess with your head a little bit. What saved me was honestly the fact that deep down, I wanted it more than literally anything. Like, yeah, it was hard. It sucked. It's not per se ideal to be eating my own homemade protein Domino's pizza instead of the real thing, but I also knew what staying the same felt like. I'd woken up bloated, ashamed, and disappointed way too many times. So there came a point when I just completely stopped caring what other people thought. I kept tracking my calories. I kept saying no. Even down to business and social media and making videos and stuff, it's kind of a similar deal. Just continuing to do what you know you need to do, even when other people make it super duper uncomfortable. And little by little, things started to change. My face got leaner. My shirts started fitting a little bit differently. Putting on my underwear became a little bit easier. My weight started dropping, and for the first time in my life, it felt like I had some actual momentum going. And it's not like this stuff happens by magic. It really comes down to structure. I had my meals locked in, walking every day. I had systems that worked. Personally build you the exact plan that makes the most sense for you and keep you accountable the whole way through. So that way, no matter what happens, whatever comes up, you continue to make progress no matter what. Click on the first link in the description and book your call with me, or DM me coach on Instagram. So yeah, eventually people did start to notice the progress. And what's funny is, unlike my content and the videos I spam out, it's not like some dramatic before and after reveal. It's just little things, like little comments. Someone asking if I lost weight. A friend saying to me in the gym, like, holy shit, dude, you're actually starting to get pretty lean. A family member, like, kind of side-eyeing my plate and then not saying anything for once. You would be shocked how quickly people switch up when they see that what you're doing is working or has gotten you actual progress. And it's like actually noticeable progress that you're hanging on to, unlike my many failed attempts at weight loss. A lot of people ask me how I figured out how to navigate through weight loss and how I figured out like the training and everything. And honestly, it was just by smashing my fucking head against the wall over and over and over, doing everything wrong until I learned through trial and error, just reiterating it over and over again until I did figure out what actually works, what actually sticks, and what gets the results and keeps them in the long term. For you nerds out there, I guess I kind of trained myself like a neural network or AI algorithm model or something. So yeah, the same people who doubt you when you start at a certain point start asking you for advice, or they just shut up entirely and just don't say anything about it ever. It flips from you're taking this too seriously, this is unhealthy, here, just have a little bite, to, oh, what's your workout routine, man? Please tell me what the fuck you're doing, because it's clearly having an effect on you. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about it. I get it. When you failed so many times in the past, or you're fat and you're making these bold claims, or even just trying to shift your lifestyle and break out of that kind of shell and those pre-framed beliefs that people have around you, in a weird way, people kind of should be skeptical. It's not their job to believe in you. That's your job. And actually my job with coaching. What matters wasn't what they said. What mattered was that I finally had proof, but not even for them. Like, fuck them, who gives a shit what they think. It was the proof for me and myself. Like, holy shit, I'm actually kind of doing this. I can follow through. I can say no to temptation and not spiral down into 5-pound bags of gummy bears. And that built real confidence. It's not like fake self-help, you got this, dude, confidence. It's like this deep internal proof in yourself. The kind that says, I've already done hard shit. This is literally nothing to me. I wouldn't quite say I'm at the point yet where like I can get stabbed and just laugh it off. But I mean, this sort of mindset really does spill into everything. The way you talk, the way you move, and even the way you look at food, work, discipline, and social pressure. Everything starts clicking once you have proof that you don't quit anymore. You don't need everyone to believe in you. In fact, it's actually kind of better if they don't, and it just makes sense. Because with that, you stop doing it for other people's approval, and you start doing it because you want it, because you know the version of yourself that you're chasing is real and possible. I mean, why the fuck wouldn't it be? You have free will. You can literally do whatever you want. It's kind of sick, honestly. Like, sometimes I just stare at the wall and think about that a little bit. But yeah, I was 250 pounds, addicted to food, quitting on myself every few weeks, spending my entire life wasted away at a computer playing video games and watching anime all day, every single day. And now I'm living the exact lifestyle I used to think was just impossible, or at the very least, like, I just wasn't so sure about. I didn't really know where I'd end up. I didn't get here because I'm special or lucky. Maybe I'm a little bit special in certain ways, I guess. But really what it comes down to is I wanted it badly enough to keep going when literally no one else believed that I would. And you can do the exact same thing. You just have to decide that you're done quitting and then prove it to yourself, not to your mom asking you if you're sick. If you're still in that place where you're trying over and over again and it's just not clicking yet, I get what that mental loop feels like. You want to change so bad, you know what you're capable of, and you just keep falling off. I'm telling you, it's not about willpower. Sure, it's important and it helps, but willpower is very fleeting. It's about that structure, momentum, that kind of rhythmic, automatic routine and schedule, where at a certain point, it's just the easy option to be on your plan. If you want me to help you build that, your own plan, your own diet, your own training, and again, have the accountability and sort of like an outside source of that confidence as you run through all this stuff, knowing that what you're doing is going to get you where you want to be, first link in the description or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll walk you through it and make sure you're not just running through the forest naked anymore. And whether you reach out or not, just know this. You're not crazy for just believing in the version of yourself that no one can see yet. Keep showing up, keep proving them wrong, and most importantly, prove yourself right.